Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl Tasia, and today, since this is my new channel, I want you guys to get to know me. So this is gonna be a get to know me tag. So I'm just gonna go through some questions, answer them, so you guys can get to know me a little better. So let's get into it. Okay, so first off, obviously, you guys probably want to know my name. My name is Tasia. A lot of people call me Tay. Either or, it really doesn't matter to me. Another question: where are you from? So I'm from Jersey. Born and raised, been here my whole life. Jersey isn't too spectacular, amazing, not too much going on, just Jersey. So my birthday and zodiac sign. So my birthday is October 6th, 1999. 23 years old. I'm a Libra. Best sign out there. You already know. Period. So, where did you go to school? So, I'm just gonna stick to college, nothing past that point. So I went to St. Peter's University. My degree was biotechnology. So I went there for 4 years, got my degree. Now I'm working in my career, and currently I'm an extraction technician. So I deal with like COVID, as well as blood, dealing with the whole extraction part and getting the samples together and prepared for the testing part, like pertaining to PCR and things of that nature. So that's what I do currently. I'm pretty happy for my first job straight out of school. I think it's pretty good, making pretty decent money. Really cannot complain after 4 years of school and finals and all that other stuff, capstones. Just happy to be like fully done with school and to be able to work in my career. So that's definitely good. No complaints. Work in the lab, fun, typical stuff. Have to get dressed up every day, put on the lab coat, goggles, gloves, whole PPE, pretty much. So next, what are your hobbies? Um, I don't have a lot of hobbies, but I can say that I love singing. I sing 24/7. It probably gets on some people's nerves because I do it a lot. Like, I'm telling you, just walking down the hallway, you're going to hear me singing a song. Shower me singing. I sing 24/7, literally. Besides that, probably cooking. Probably cooking, I would say. Like, even from the time I was younger, I just love getting in the kitchen and just making something. It's very therapeutic for me. And I love cooking for the people that I really care about. Like, I really love you. I'm cooking a meal for you and I want you to sit down, even tell me what you want me to make. All things in that sort. But yeah, cooking and singing for sure. I definitely gotta get some more hobbies. So, what else? So, do you play any sport? Currently, I don't play a sport. I used to play basketball throughout middle school and high school. I played a power forward because I'm not, to some people, I'm tall, like the average person. But to like, when it comes to basketball, I'm really not that tall, even though I'm called that all the time because I'm a good 5'6", 5'7" on a good day. And anybody that play basketball know that is short on the court. So yes, I can only play power forward. There will be some days though, and like maybe like what, probably only up to freshman year of high school I will be center on occasion, but clearly that was only up to freshman year. Like I said, I'm not that tall in the basketball world. But yeah, basketball was fun. I was really into like defense. I wasn't the best with offense because I was really shy and nervous to shoot the shot. I was more the person, I'm gonna set up a pick for you, you go around, go shoot your layup, ooh, ooh, I got an assist. So yeah, I was really good with assists and defense. Scoring was really not my strong suit. What else? So what are some of your favorite TV shows? I would say Insecure. That's by Issa Rae. I used to love, love, love that show. I'm so mad they canceled it because it was only, what, I think 10 episodes per season. It was 5 seasons. I'm like, be for real. But Besides that show, I would say The Walking Dead. Even though I did not watch the end, sadly, I'm still so annoyed I didn't watch it again. But I feel like anybody who's watched The Walking Dead like knows after a certain point with that show, it was like kind of lost interest. We already know where it's gonna lead up to. Somebody is gonna try to steal what they have or be in competition with them. It just was a new face to whatever group was their competition. So at a certain point, I don't know, I just really wasn't, especially once they got rid of Rick. Once Rick was gone, I was like, what are we doing here? I feel like the show should be over. And what else do I watch? I watch Atlanta, even though they just finished. Atlanta, even though they started switching up, so that kind of made me upset when they was trying to switch up the whole show completely. Besides that, a new one I would say is Abbott Elementary. I think that show is hilarious. Like, I love Quinta, like just seeing where she came from, like BuzzFeed, and to be where she is now. I really, really love that show. Like, I think the show is literally super hilarious. What is your favorite movie? That's definitely a hard one. Because growing up, loving basketball used to be my favorite movie because I played basketball. So in my mind, I really convinced myself I was going to find somebody that same way. So since that was my favorite movie growing up, I was like, oh, I'm going to meet somebody in high school. I'll play basketball too. I'm going to meet somebody who will also play basketball. We fall in love. We go to college together. Like, I had it all planned out. Clearly, it's not the way it happened. And then growing up, though, I really realized that is not my favorite movie. If y'all haven't watched Love and Basketball, y'all need to. But I feel like in the black community, they really have pushed that to be like a Love Jones type of movie. Like just love or whatever. And it's really not, like, at all. So yeah, Love and Basketball definitely had a good plot and everything growing up. But once you get older and really understand who Q is as a person, he really was a problem all along, and Monica shouldn't have settled. Because that's what I feel like she did. She settled for something because that was the only man she knew. That's the only man she ever loved. So she just settled for him, even though he never pursued her or gave her the things she gave him. It wasn't reciprocated at all. It wasn't equal at all. And then I just felt like by the end of the movie, he really kind of settled for her. I kind of felt like it was like, well, dag, at this point, if you finna leave from what I think she was in Spain, if sis can leave from Spain and come all the way here when I tore my ACL, and then sis played basketball to win his heart. Not win your heart, sis. Stand up, because you real weak in the knees. So I really don't like how they played Sanaa Lathan in that movie once I grew up and became more mature. So I will say, since that is the case now, currently, it's not my favorite movie. It's probably second or third now. But my favorite movie is Dreamgirls. Because I already told you guys I love singing. So just to have a movie combined with great actors. Like, you had Jamie Foxx. You had Beyonce. You had Jennifer Hudson. What was her name? I can't remember her name, but the girl who plays Princess Tiana. It was just, the cast was so crazy. So I just feel like, and then they had amazing singers. It was Eddie Murphy. I just feel like best movie. Just amazing plot, everything. It was just an amazing movie, amazing actors, everything all together. So next, if I could choose to be one actor, well, not actor, one character, who would you be? I would have to say Beyonce in Obsessed. I believe her name was Sherry. Like, where Idris Elba was like, where do you want me to go? And she was like, to hell. Yo, I'm telling you, that acting was crazy. Like, you could see it in Beyonce's face. When she said to hell, she said that with every ounce in her. Or that fighting scene she had with that crazy girl in the attic, to this day was crazy. Like, sis was really balancing her heels on that little piece of wood. I'm telling you, I was just having a conversation the other day that Beyonce is a crazy actress. If she wanted to get in her acting bag, these actors out here would really have some competition. I'm just trying to tell y'all. But yeah, if I could be any character, I really feel like I would be into my emotion. I'm a really emotional person, so I just feel like I can really play her. Like, just imagining, because clearly she wasn't being cheated on, but that's the way it looked. But if I think I'm getting cheated on and I have a son, like, I could just imagine that. Like, that scene, I would be so passionate. Like, when he was like, "Where do you want me to go, Sherry?" To hell. Like, I would have put everything in me in that scene. Like, I could definitely see it. I'm crying. So, who is your favorite actor? That's really a hard one, but I will have to say Will Smith. And the only reason why is because I definitely feel like he's super consistent from the time he started to now. I feel like there's never a decade where he's not going to be in a crazy movie, and I think he's so talented where he had the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, it was like comedy, then you got the Pursuit of Happiness, and then it's just all these different type of movies where you've seen him really in different type of genres. So I really like that he's multifaceted and things like that. Because I just watched his recent movie, Emancipation, Chef's Kiss. It was so good. Like, literally, it was so good. And I loved how that movie, because I'm a Christian, so watching that movie, it just was so beautiful to watch. Like, the whole purpose is just having faith in God and just believing and just having a good mindset. And I've really been working this past year to change my mindset and be more positive and think more positively. So watching that movie, and it's literally about a slave working on their mindset, I think that's like the hardest job. Like, we're regular people and we have struggles as well, but to change our mindset is already hard enough. To be a slave and change your mindset to be more positive, I just thought it was a beautiful message. So definitely would say Will Smith. He's super duper talented. I even watch his YouTube channel, love him. So what else? What is your current favorite song? Right now is definitely, well, first of all, let me say album. Just make that clear. Beyonce Renaissance. When I tell you what, I think it came out July 29th. I still play that album. Like, some song is going to be played from that album any day. Like, every single day I'm playing that album, something from that album. Just thought after COVID, it's been like a very depressing energy. So when Beyonce came out with that album, I just felt like it was a change in speed. We just kind of had Summer Walker's album. Mind you, I loved it. But it was like it's like, you know what I mean, the sad girl energy. You know, I love Summer Walker to death. I play her all the time as well. But just to have Beyonce come out with her album and just like kind of switch things up a little bit and get more positive, I really like that because I feel like we needed that. So, but back to, so the favorite song I would say clearly is off of that album, but it will definitely be three. So, first off is Heated. Play that song every day to get me in my bag. Then I love Virgo's Groove because like her singing in that is crazy, and I don't think people pay any attention in Virgo's Groove. Like the notes she's hitting and the keys, it's like so beautiful. And Cuff It. Love Cuff It. Feel like Cuff It is just a fun song. You just feel happy. So I can't give you a top song, favorite song right now, but those are my top 3 songs currently. So what is your all-time favorite song? That's a hard one. That's a real hard one. But I will have to say it's probably They Don't Know by Jon B. I play that song a lot. I think even for this year in my replay, 2022, that song is in there. And I feel like it's in there almost every year. Like, it's kind of crazy how much I play that song. But I just love They Don't Know by Jon B. Let them people know. You don't know nothing about my relationship. You don't know what we got going on. Yeah, let them know. So yeah, that's definitely my all-time favorite song. Who were your childhood idols? I would have to say, like, from the time I was a kid, I was obsessed with Alicia Keys. Because she was my favorite singer growing up. Like, she was the person, like, I like listened to her and I was like, I just felt something with her music. I just connected with it. So I definitely say she was an idol, and I loved her style. at the time, how it was so different than everybody else. It had like an edgy look to it. She could pop up with the hat, or she have the long flared jeans, and then like the leather jacket. Like Alicia Keys was killing it. The braid, the cornrows and the braids. Like I feel like her style was like, you knew her style, and even her style of music was so beautiful. So I would definitely say she was an idol for me growing up, and probably Beyonce. I loved Beyonce growing up. Like, I just feel like performing wise, I just thought it was so amazing that someone can have just such a nice voice, but also be able to have the performing aspect as well. To be good with dancing, and then be good with production and everything that comes with it, and have it to come together as a beautiful piece altogether. So I would definitely say Beyonce. I don't think there's anybody else. Probably Beyonce and Alicia Keys. I was obsessed with them growing up. What is your favorite restaurant? I don't know if I have a favorite restaurant, but there's this place in New Brunswick called Delta's. Would that be my favorite? I feel like there's really nothing else I can think of. I love soul food, so definitely think Delta's might be my favorite. Cause yeah, I done got some smothered chicken wings from there, some smothered turkey wings, mac and cheese, cornbread. Don't get me started, y'all. But I love me some Deltas. I will say that. So maybe that's my favorite restaurant. So, have you ever been out of the country? I actually have. When I was 14, I went to Tanzania, Africa, and I went there for about 2 weeks. Just did some community service. Had so much fun. I felt like it was an experience that I really needed. It definitely made me more humble and grateful for the things that I do have. Definitely. Yeah, I was there for 2 weeks. I went to a school and assisted the teachers there, and like taught some lessons with them. I played with the kids because y'all, I love kids. I love kids. So I played with the kids there. We go out to the playground for recess. I also went to an orphanage. Not an orphanage. That that was definitely like really hard for me. Like being to an orphanage and like seeing these kids who don't have like any parents. That really broke me. Like I remember there was this one little boy. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a germaphobe. But I just remember this little boy, as soon as like he saw me, he just like latched on to me. And I remember the whole day that I was there, I was just holding on to him. He was like on my hip. And I feel like that's really just what he wanted. He just wanted, he doesn't have a mom clearly. He's in an orphanage, and I just feel like I'm only here with him for what, 3-4 hours. If he just wants to hug me for 3-4 hours, I'll give you a hug. I feel like you probably don't get that much. But I remember, I think he had wet his diaper, and, or did he have a diaper? I don't really remember, but I just know his pants was a little wet. And I'm like, okay, at this point, let me maybe put you to the side. And I remember he started cringing up and everything and did not want to let me go. And I'm like, okay, this nasty, but I'll just go clean my clothes when I get home. The baby want to lay on me. Also the school that we went to. Oh, I also went to a host family and everything. That was really nice, like meeting the family and their kids and everything and spending time with them. But I also met this boy at the school that I had taught at. I still have his letters because he wrote me so many different letters, and I still have them saved. It was so, so sweet. And I remember the last day when we were leaving, we were pulling off, and he had like followed me to the bus and was like crying, "I'm gonna miss you." Obviously I started crying, so it really broke my heart. And I remember our bus started pulling off and we were leaving. Whole time, like I think a few minutes into the ride, we had to keep on stopping, and I remember he like chased that bus down for so long. And I remember like each stop sign, I would look out my window, he was right there. And then we'll get to a light, he's running, like running nonstop right behind the bus. And he was really heartbroken and sad. That really broke my heart. But I definitely enjoyed that trip, just to see that I can have that effect on people. And then I can just be out here and just share love, and that can go so far. So yes, I have been out of the country. That's the only place I've been to out of the country. I do plan on going to Africa again, or another country in general, just to do that kind of same type of volunteer work. So yep, guys. Who is your favorite celebrity? As you guys already can tell, I feel like I keep on talking about her over and over and over again. But my overall favorite celebrity would definitely have to be Beyonce. It's a no-brainer. Really love her to death. I think she's so talented. And that's probably the reason why she is my favorite celebrity. I feel like she can sing, she can dance, she can act, she can produce. Like, she's done so many things. Like, even besides the music or the acting, like, even Black is King, I don't feel like a lot of people really watch that. But from a production, musical aspect, it was so beautiful how she put that all together. I just think she's so gifted in so many areas. So that's definitely the reason why she's my favorite celebrity. So favorite dish, it might have to be mac and cheese. I already said I love soul food, so mac and cheese. Definitely think mac and cheese got it for a fact. So next, what is the one dish I can make best? Like I said, y'all, it's my hobby, so I know how to cook and I love cooking. But something I make the best, like my go-to dish, I feel like with my current boyfriend, this like the dish I make you when you the one. When you the one, this is like the first meal I make for you. But I love making like fried chicken, mac and cheese, and cornbread. That's like the go-to comfort meal I'm gonna make for you, and I think I'm very good at it. Definitely think I perfected that dish very well. So next, what was your first job? But guys, I have worked literally like my whole entire life. Like, I'm a worker. So I've had a lot of jobs. But the first time I ever started working, it might have been 10 or 11. Like I said, y'all, I've been working young. Even before that, I was finding ways to get money. But at 10, I definitely told my mom, like, I want to make money. Like, I want to make some type of money. Can you help me out? And my mom was never the type growing up to, like, just give us an allowance or something because you did some chores. My mom was more the type of person, like, you handle your schoolwork and this and that, I'll handle the rest. So, but I wanted my own money, so I was like, can I do something? So over the summers, I would go to her job, and I would literally be filing, like, just paperwork for different people that worked there. It wasn't even just my mom. I would be helping her supervisor just do some filing work for them, or like another boss, another manager, anybody that wanted. It was to a point like they'll be like, oh, like, is Tasia coming back this summer? Because I would want this to be done, and they would. Yeah, I was making some bank at 10 years old. They was definitely calling me in. Like, oh, can we get her this week? I was making that money, and I was 10, so obviously I couldn't legally work there. So it was like I was getting tax-free money. Like, that's the best way to win. Tax-free money? Okay. All right. So, who is the first person you call whenever something happens in your life? I would definitely say when something really goes good, obviously I talk to God first. Like, I definitely want to make sure He knows I'm very grateful because He's the reason for everything that I receive. So I definitely say thanks to Him first. But like a human that's with me physically, it would have to be my boyfriend. Like, when something happens, like, I definitely call him because he's like my biggest cheerleader. Like, he really goes hard. So if something goes good in my life, I love to call him because he definitely lets me like feel even better. Like, on top of the good news I just got, just to hear him also like congratulate me and be even more excited than me, love it. So, who is your celebrity crush? Yeah, I got a few. Definitely got a few. But I will say more recent would have to be Damson Idris. I think that man is so beautiful. He's just so beautiful to me. I didn't get put on to Snowfall until last year. Because I never watched it. I didn't think it was the kind of show for me. But then my boyfriend was like, babe, we got to watch the show. We got to start getting into it. So I started watching it with him. And then I was like, okay, might have to really get into this show. As good as he looking, okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, but that's somebody my age. Okay, now grown, I've always had like the biggest crush on Idris Elba. I love a chocolatey man. Love a brown chocolate man. But yeah, Idris Elba definitely got it. He's really had my heart for a while. But y'all, my first ever crush in life was probably Zac Efron though. Cause like growing up, High School Musical, everything. The real gag is, why wasn't Corbin Blue my crush? Child, I don't know, but it was definitely Zac Efron. I was obsessed with Zac Efron. Okay, so next question. What songs do you listen to when you feel sad? It's a few. I can definitely say when I'm really, really sad, like I don't really get sad too often, but if I'm like really, really sad and I really want to cry, contradicting enough, it's definitely gonna be Not Gonna Cry by Mary J. Blige. So like that one song is like not a song that you actually don't cry to. Like you have to cry. It's so sad. So definitely Not Gonna Cry. Even though I can't relate to nothing in the song. Like I ain't got no kids. I ain't got no husband. I ain't got no dude doing me wrong. It's just like to get the feels out. To get the tears to start working. That's the song. And Playing Games by Summer Walker is definitely a sad song. Because I definitely just have a moment where I just sometimes force a cry. And then you feel better. Once you get it out, you feel so much better. And maybe Me, Myself, and I by Beyonce. So it says, do you love music? I'll definitely say I'm obsessed with music. I really play music all the time. So much. I needed to start my day. When I used to go to work at 7 a.m., I don't care if I got to get up at 6. There's going to be music played. I need music to start my day. I need music to drive. If I could, I would want music to get me throughout the workday. I really love music. I feel like music is very therapeutic. It's very fun. There's different genres. It's different topics. It's always something that you can vibe with. So I really and I love the creative part of it. I love when someone can put their creativity to music. I just think music is just something I really, really enjoy. So what genre is your favorite? Definitely have to say R&B. I love me some R&B. Put some R&B on. Specifically 90s. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I wish I can get more into the R&B nowadays, but it's so annoying. It's literally only the music from the 90s. Like, you throw on some 90s music, some Monica, some Brandy, some Toni Braxton. I really love 90s music. I wish I was born in, like, the 80s. Because that time period was just crazy when it came to the style and people being expressive. Like, you had TLC giving the tomboy look, and then you got SWV, and then you got it's just, that period of time was just so crazy for music. Just so crazy. So it definitely would have to be specifically 90s R&B. So last question, guys. What is your favorite holiday? It would have to be Christmas, and I'm not saying it because it's about to come up. I just really love Christmas for some reason. I don't know why. I know people's typical answer is to say Thanksgiving. They're like, oh, give thanks. I give thanks all the time to God. So, it's definitely Christmas. Just, I don't know. It's something special about Christmas. Like, especially if there's some snow outside. You got some cookies. It's just, I don't know. It's just a different kind of feel. And obviously, I love gifts. But I love giving gifts too. I love buying somebody a gift because I really take time into picking for other people. Like, I'm more of a really sentimental person, so if you don't even have to tell me things, I'm the kind of person, like, I notice things and I'm gonna watch you, and if I notice that he been needing, he need this because I noticed I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind, so I know next time I get you a gift, I'm gonna get you that. So I love that, and that's why I'm very particular. Even when people give me gifts, do not give me a gift that you did not think of. Like, don't run to the store and give me a gift card, or things like that. I don't like gifts like that. Like, really, and I'm not even saying blow a bag, but I like when people actually put a thought into what they buy me and really know me as a person and know this is what she would like. So I'll definitely say Christmas is my favorite holiday, and I'm so excited it's coming up. So you guys, I'm definitely gonna have a part 2 of, like, maybe more scenario type of questions, so you get to really know me, just have a little more fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, just getting to know me and know a little more about my personality and who I am as an individual. Give me some more ideas in the comment section of videos that you would like to see me do in the future. So until then, see you guys in my next video. Bye.